Hey everyone on this manic Monday. Oh my god. Ugh. So, we are going to modify a super knife. Like I said in the short, you can call it Fong Yong if you want. But I did get some of the old style ones, like we used to get a long time ago. The only difference is it doesn't have the 25-volt capacitors in it. I was really surprised to get these right here, because these have, although the others have a heat sink in them, these have the fat heat sinks, like the ones we used to get years ago. You can tell that they are because they got screws all up and down the sides, and they don't have small heat sinks. Oh yeah, baby. The only difference in these actually still have a fuse in them. This cap is here. And this is the only difference from what we used to get a long time ago. Look how thick that heat sink is. Just like the ones we got a long time ago. And these are even a solid heat sink, unlike some that have changed where they put these in there for cost wise. So I never just throw these in without changing these out, do a little soldering, and a little bit of more filtering in it. But these actually will run a 3-pill on their own.
No, sweetheart, the bunny doesn't pop. The bunny is a toy bunny.
Oh, look. They got a little rust on them. Oh, Lord. This don't mean nothing. Call them Fong Yong, Hong Kong, whatever you want to call them.
She has such a vivid imagination, I have to keep reminding her.
I think, before I take the rest of the screws out, I will set the bolts. I'm building a 180 amp power supply for that 8-pill. It's going to be more than sufficient. Some think it's not, but you know what? It is what it is.
That's why she wants to make a stuffed rabbit her baby brother. The child is desperately in need of companionship.
Service supplies, unfortunately, nothing wrong with them, but you know,
Could you consider her too good for other children?
the $20 service supplies, and I've had them create noise, and after a while, and also because they're the service supplies, they have been run hard, rode hard, and
he is the 5-year-old son of Stanley and Gretchen Milhauser.
And Pretty good.
My dearest and oldest friends. She and her family just
I don't know how many of y'all watched the
Well, we must invite them over.
BBI video that he did on one of my
Next week?
Fat Cat amps.
Love it. But in the meantime, Reggie has invited
It
you
was
and Tabitha
staged
to their house.
2x8
In
at one
15
time,
minutes. I took the
which is
liberty of
why all the
accepting
relays were in there.
But, Mother Stevens,
It
we
blew a
will be
megawatt
spending
power
the morning
supply,
with you.
and
I'm going with you.
it's true.
I haven't seen Michael since he was a
With
baby.
only 4 on the 8 pill section and 1 driving just 2 pill section,
Yes, dear.
there have been a failure with the megawatts. Now, the megawatts have kind of deterred me, cost-wise, and also turn this down. Cost-wise, and you know, the 36 amp peak, but I don't know. From what I have seen, and when I load test these, they will go up to 38 amps and not explode. So peak 38 ain't bad. And I will have to disagree with the 25 amps per transistor. I mean, hell, you build a 2 pill and it's not even pulling, it's pulling 25 amps if that. So, one of these is sufficient for a 2 pill. They will run a 3 pill. Let's see, let's set the volts here. These will go to 15 volts or more. These will go to 15 volts or more with without any modifications. I can make them go 20 volts if I have to. Yeah. So this one is 14.94 volts. This one unfortunately does not go to 15, but I have seen some that go 15.5, which is pushing towards the limits of the electrolytics. I was kind of surprised he didn't catch that that was a staged 2x8 with both relays in it. I can't remember if I changed it to a 2x8 only, but they no telling. It's been repaired by many other builders. The old BBI has changed. He doesn't get out there and just dog stuff anymore, which I really appreciate that. Luke. Oh Lord. So anyway, this is what we're going to do. We're going to, first thing we're going to do is we are going to change out these 3 caps. We're going to clip this. Some people don't like that, but oh well. This is the over amperage capacitor, and I have seen them blow, so we just do away with that. These supplies last a long time. They're very nice, and I like them a lot. Of course, I always have. I only buy the Super Nice because I have got the other ones that I see have two little tiny transistors here, no heat sink, and they're just right up using the case for a heat sink, like the megawatts. Okay, so that's done. I'm not going to strap the fuse, no need for that. Let's see if any of these, this is another thing you have to watch out for, is sometimes one side of beat, see, not soldered good, cold solder joint. It's the reason I don't suggest just popping these in there. Without at least resoldering a bunch of stuff. These anyway.
Is your body telling you something? Well, there are more than 50 million Americans living with joint pain every day, which means it could be affecting you or someone you love. Hi, I'm John Walsh, and for over 40 years I've been fighting the bad guys, fighting the truth, and seeking justice for thousands of people. I'm on a mission to hunt down joint pain. The good news is you don't need to live in pain. Pain is manageable and it's controllable. That's why there's Omega XL. So today I'm taking on a very important investigation.
Yes, I did watch the video, BBI did. You know what?
The facts that back it up.
It was interesting.
Hope it can bring to countless
I actually enjoyed it.
joint pain. And you know me, I'll give you the straight talk and the real findings. First, our
I've had a few of his amps in here, but you wouldn't know it because I don't show it.
Let's get to it.
Look at that, that one there just fell right out. So I had another cold one here. It just helps them out a lot to change this cap. No, I don't have a super solder sucker. Ha! I'm poor. If you're gonna do it, you'll see some of these won't allow you to still put the bigger cap in it. Some won't. But these have continued to be pretty decent supplies. like I say, I was pleasantly surprised to get these. As a matter of fact, I ordered a few of them, and they came in like this, so I ordered a bunch more of them. Got to get them while you can. Nothing wrong with the ones with the smaller heat sink either. But these are... They seem to be... As you can see, they're just totally different. In build. I think I'm gonna do a variable bolt 6 pilt in stock. I don't have haven't done that in a while. Because people like to crank up the bolts, but when I do variable bolts, I don't turn them up so high like I used to. Yeah, there have been comments like, oh yeah, make a variable bolt so they turn it up, blow it up, and you make something off the repair. But you know what? I don't tell them to blow them up. I don't tell them to turn the bolts up. I give them maximum operating range, and that's just totally up to them. But so many want, like, so many want to just squeeze every last watt out of it. Yeah, and then you wonder why it breaks. Crazy. It is absolutely insane. Let's see if I can get this to pop in there.
Relax, sweetheart. I guess you're too young to do it unless the victim's right here with you.
Where the hell are they going in? Oh, there we go. Sure, it takes a little more time to do this, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. And I didn't see any capacitance change on that 2x8 either, as far as on the transformers on the output with the C pills. But what you have to understand, if you look at the data sheet, it's 900 some picofarad. Okay, I've used 1100, I've used 1150, I've used 1200, but yeah, around 1000, 1050, perfect for the C's. Now some may differ, but that's okay too. All I can do is put it on a board and check it. You know, like always, I'm not just going by what anybody says, this and that. I actually will put the C's on any transistor on my prototype board and see for myself. I've seen some people say, oh yeah, 1,300, 1,400 on the seas. You're getting this many watts, this and that. And I have actually built it the exact same way on my prototype board, and it will do less. So, you know, don't go by with just what anybody says. You have to actually know for yourself. I like the seed pills. I have way less failure with the seed pills. But like anything else, like BBI said, you know, hey, a lot of it's operator error, crap jumpers, crappy antennas, all that stuff. Go watch the video. Everything he did, it was only like 100 more watts. And I don't like the 2 times, 5 times stuff. Peak kits. Just change the slug. But to each their own. Nothing wrong with it at all. I had that very same thing. But I got these coaxial dynamics and I just changed the slug. And of course I'm gonna wear it out. I'm gonna wear the slugs out. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Been kind of crappy weather here in Alabama for sure, man. Yep, sure has. And today we have sunshine. And I've about got everything done on my poor little Project Monza. I'm so tired of working on that thing. You just would not believe how tired I am of working on that thing. Now these generally don't make any noise. This is just a little bit of extra reinsurance here. And if you'll notice, you know, sometimes they could have a cold solder going on one of these lugs. So I like to go on ahead and take care of that too. Now I don't do everything. 3-Mate will be soldering everything on here. More power to him. 3-Mate's my buddy. I will always think of him as a friend. For sure. He's funny. I like watching this stuff. I may not always comment, but it doesn't mean I ain't looking. I may try some of the service supplies. It's not that big of a deal to mod them.
For a free no obligation consultation, call 800-873-0017. That's 800-873-0017.
All right, sweetheart. You and your new bunny have a nice name.
And that's it. I like to see nice shiny salt.